Hey, welcome everyone. Hi. It's Grandad here. Bernard, do you mind getting out of the way? All right. Bernard's excited. It's story time. Oh, yeah. And what a great story we've got for you today. This is a special story because this is the first story we've ever had that's been recommended by one of you. So this has been recommended by Lucas. So thank you very much to Lucas for suggesting today's story, The Highway Rat by Julia Donaldson. Great story. So we'll look forward to that in a moment. I know it's one of Bernard's favourites, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He just thinks it's great. Anyway, I've asked him if he'd like to read the story one day, but no, he definitely wouldn't. And why is that? Because you think the children might laugh at him because he's got long hair. He's a bit shy. Oh, well, doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, so big shout out, thank you to all of the children who are joining us for our story today. The Highway Rat comes up in a moment. I've just got to go and get a quick cup of tea and then I'll be joining you in a moment. Have a look out, see if anything changes. You know, this is a Joe Wicks production, this. See if there's anything behind that changes. You will keep your eyes open, won't you, Bernard? Yeah, all right, okay. So, see you in a minute.
Hi, everybody. Hi, you don't really know me very well, do you? Because you think I'm shy. But I'm not. No, I'm not shy at all. I'm just scared of that big bloke who sticks his arm at me and helps me. Aye, this is Bernard. Aye, a big Bernard. So I'm going to read you the story today about the Highway Rat. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. The Highway Rat was a baddie. The Highway Rat was a beast. He took what he wanted and ate what he took. His life was one long feast. His teeth were sharp and yellow. His manners were rough and rude. And the Highway Rat went riding along the highway and stealing the travellers' food. Oh, what a shameful man he was. A rabbit came hopping along the road, then stopped with her paws in the air, for blocking her way was the Highway Rat, who cried out, "Who goes there?" "Give me your pastries and puddings, give me your chocolate and cake, for I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and whatever I want, I take." Shameful. "I have no cakes," the rabbit replied. "I just have a bunch of clover." The Highway Rat gave a scornful look, but he ordered, "Hand it over." "This clover is bound to be tasteless. This clover is dull as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and this clover belongs to me." A squirrel came bounding along the road, then stopped with a shake and a shiver, for reining his horse was the Highway Rat, who thundered, "Stand and deliver." Give me your buns and your biscuits. Give me your chocolate eclairs. For I am the rat of the highway. The highway. The highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway. And the rat thief never shares. I have no buns, the squirrel replied. I just have a sack of nuts. The robber snatched the sack and snarled. I'll have no ifs nor buts. These nuts are probably rotten. These nuts are as hard as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and these nuts belong to, you've guessed it, me. Some ants came crawling along the road, then stopped with a somersault. For baring his teeth was the highway rat, who bellowed a deafening halt! Give me your sweets and your lollies. Give me your toffees and chews. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and nobody dares to refuse. We have no sweets, the ants replied. We just have this nice green leaf. Oh, no, you don't. Not any more, declared the highway thief. This leaf is nasty and bitter. This leaf is as thin as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and this leaf, you've guessed it, belongs to me. With never a please or a thank you, the rat carried on in this way. Flies from a spider. Milk from a cat. He once stole his own horse's hay. The creatures who travelled the highway grew thinner and thinner and thinner, while the highway rat grew horribly fat from eating up everyone's dinner. A duck came waddling down the road, then stopped with a "How do you do?" I see you have nothing, the rat complained. In that case, I'll have to eat you. I doubt if you're terribly juicy. Most likely you're tough as can be. But I am the rat of the highway. The highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and I fancy a duck for my tea. Oh, hang on, quacked the duck, for I have a sister, with goodies you might prefer. I know that she'd love to meet you, and I'm certain that you'd like her. For in her cave, her deep, dark cave, right at the top of a hill, are biscuits and buns aplenty, and there you may eat your fill. Ho, 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 ho. "Lead on!" cried the rat, and they took to the road, which seemed it would never end. Onwards they rode, and upwards, bend after bend after bend. At last they came to a lonely cave, and the duck began to quack. She quacked, "Good evening, sister, sister, sister." And sister, sister, sister. A voice from the cave came back. "Do you have cakes and chocolates?" the highway robber cried. And chocolates, 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 the voice from the cave replied. "Ha! I'm coming to take them," the rat thief yelled. His greedy eyes grew round. And take them, take them, take them, came back the welcome sound. The highway rat leapt off his horse. Into the cave he strode. The duck took hold of the horse's reins and galloped down the road. Faster and ever faster, following all the bends, the plucky young duck went riding, 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 galloping down the highway, back to her hungry friends. Then they shared out the food from the saddlebags and feasted all night long. Bright were the flames of the bonfire, loud was the music and song. Wild was the moonlight dancing, merry the cheer and chat. For now they could live in freedom, safe from the highway rat. And as for the rat in the echoey cave, he shouted and wondered till he found his way out of the darkness on the other side of the hill. A thinner and greyer and meeker rat. He robs on the road no more, for he landed a job in a cake shop. A cake shop, a cake shop. And they say he still works in the cake shop, sweeping the cake shop floor. Well, children, thank you for listening. And Lucas, that was a great choice. Thank you ever so much. So I better get back to my kennel before that big ogre comes back and finds out that I've been reading one of his stories. All right then. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Bye.
Right, well, I'm back, everyone. Hi, thank you for waiting. Had a nice cup of tea. Oh, yeah. Always need a nice cup of tea before you read a story. So, well, Bernard's been looking after you. I know he's just been guarding the book here. And we'll get down now to reading this story, The Highway Rat. Yeah? Looking forward to that? What's up, Bernard? You don't think we should read the story? You think the children will think it's boring? A boring story? It can't be. Lucas recommended it. He says that Lucas has chosen the wrong story. It wasn't the highway rat at all. I don't believe that. I'm sure Lucas recommended this. Oh, well, he's ever so sorry, but he doesn't think we should read the story. So, why don't you say goodbye to the children then? Because we're not going to do the story today. You're going to say bye-bye? He's just so rude. Anyway, look, I'm sorry about not having today's story. Some other time. But I'll just say goodbye then from Bernard and me. And, well, thank you for coming to join us today. But, sorry, another story another day. Oh, okay. Bye. Bye.